Do you know that the older people get is the less and less friendships they have? I've come to realize that a lot of older people have very few friends, and it's kind of scary sometimes, because I remember one time when I was still in college and I asked him, how many friends do you have? He was like, I have no friends. To someone like me who is naturally friendly, who is free to talk to whoever I want to, unless I don't want to, because I have different personalities. I can be introverted, extroverted. I can easily switch. I was surprised at the moment, but now I get it. I finally understand that when you grow up, you reach a certain point in your life and your eyes open. It's like you're open to the truth of the illusion of the life that you used to live when you were younger. Because when we were young, it's like you can't see beyond a certain point, beyond a certain level. You can't really see people for who they are. But when I grew up, I realized that a lot of people that used to call themselves friends were actually not friends. They really didn't have the best interest. They were just pretending, or they wanted to use you, or it was just convenient at that time. And I remember when I was in high school, I met this friend of mine. I'll call her Mary. And Mary is someone that I was friends with all through the time we spent in that school, in high school. And I personally thought that we would be friends forever. And even one time we took a picture and wrote on it, friends forever. But as we grew up, we went to university, and distance separated us. It got complicated. We lost touch, but I remember I kept her phone number. But I don't know if I didn't do it right. I don't know if I didn't nurture the relationship so well. I kind of had that illusion or that deception that she's gonna be my friend for life. But I was wrong. When I finally put my life together, put my feet down, because I was going through a lot and I couldn't communicate. I guess that was the problem. When I reached out to her, tried to explain to her, I tried to get back into her life. The door was closed. She was no longer interested in being my friend, and it hurt me so much. But I realized that I didn't play my part. I was not intentional, and I was thinking, and I'm like, this is so bad, because I thought, I'm the nice friend, but I'm not that nice maybe. And I realized, and I learned something, that in order to make friends, you have to be intentional. You have to be ready to be trusted. You have to be ready to compromise. Because one thing, there are many differences between adults and kids, but one thing I've realized is that most kids are very friendly. They're not afraid to make friends. You could put a child in a totally new environment, and they're gonna the way they're gonna blend in is amazing. It's totally different from adults, because as adults we are skeptical. We love to sit back and maybe wait for someone to come to us, because adults are independent. It's like there is a stage where you grow up and you're comfortable, so comfortable, which is good, but it's bad at the same time, being skeptical and being independent. But kids are always excited. I want to make friends. When they go to a party, suddenly they have a new best friend. When they go to a new school, they're not afraid to talk to the kids, most kids at least. But adults, everyone is comfortable, everyone is independent, everyone is in their own space. They don't want to be bothered. When you have that one friend, it's like they're your one-stop center for all your friendship needs, which is not realistic. I kind of feel like now, when I think about it, that some friends should be for comforting, some friends should be for fun. There should be a variety of friends, just like, there is always I feel like variety makes it easy. There should be friends that you are creative with. There should be friends that are for maybe going on vacation together. And the other important thing I've learned about friendships is that friendships are meant to be seasonal. Because what do I mean by that is that as you grow in life, your life keeps changing. Life is not constant. Like every second you're changing. Imagine there was a camera or maybe a video just constantly recording or taking your pictures. You will look back at those pictures and realize that you kept changing every second. So it's not realistic to think that friendships are supposed to be a lifetime thing. I learned all this after I lost that friend that I loved so much. The friendship died, and I realized that friendships are meant to be seasonal, because in every season you were a different person. For example, if you are in high school, you're different from who you're going to be in university. So it makes sense to immediately go into a new environment and seek out people that you're gonna live that season with. If you go to a university, make it a point that you at least look out for 2-3 people to live that season with. Be intentional about it. I watch a lot of videos and people say that, oh, I now live abroad and it's hard to make friends. People here are not friendly. Your neighbors don't talk to you. I get it, I understand, but if you wanna live in that season and enjoy it, be intentional about it. Go to community, do volunteer, go to the church in that community. I heard something that when there is a certain culture of people, when they go abroad, when they go to a new country, they literally first do research about the country. They know where to meet their own people from their own country. They know exactly where to go from point A to B. They know the exact areas to live in, because that's where their own people from their own country live. Like, they are really intentional about it. They know the whole journey. So if you're someone and you're saying, oh, it's hard to make friends, be intentional. I was surprised when I stayed away from my friends for a long time that I wasn't supposed to be surprised. But anyways, all those friendships that I had before I was away, they died. They no longer existed, and I was in shock when I first found it out. But now that I know what I know, I'm not in shock anymore, because that's how it's supposed to be, because the season we were meant to be friends with ended. And now I'm taking it easy, and I'm being intentional, going to church. When I go to church, I am cultivating friendships with new people. I'm open to make friends. It's not easy, but now that I know that I have to be intentional, I have to be able to be trusted, to compromise, because that's what friendship is all about. So if you're out there saying that, oh, I have no friends, it's hard to make friends, how about you try the tricks? How about you try to go back to your natural self, the child in you? I mean, how about you try to do it the kiddish way, the way you did it when you were a child? If let me know, anyone that is watching this video, did you have a lot of friends when you were young? Why? Because you were open, you were excited about meeting new people, and you met them, and it was amazing. I believe we can still do it now, but we know too much and we're skeptical, but it's doable. For me, I personally want to make friends. I thank God for the friends that I've made here online. I believe they're my friends and I love them. They're fellow content creators, and they comment on my videos, they support me. I love you, my friends. I count you as my friends because we are in this season together. Okay, and when we get to the next season, I don't know who I'm gonna meet in that season. So hey, if you found this video interesting, I'm gonna link a playlist with other inspiring and motivating videos. I made a video before about adult friendships. I'll see you in that video. Be blessed.